Hello, we're the Two Cashews. I'm Melody.
And I'm Amber.
Today we're going to be talking to you about repurposing things in your home, some beauty, and some great fashion tips at a very, very inexpensive price. So, I think today we'll start off with Amber doing some of her beauty stuff. She's got some great tips. I love them, and I think you will too.
Okay, so first of all, happy almost holidays.
Oh yay, it's almost Christmas. I'm all about Christmas.
Well,
Love
it's not
Christmas.
quite almost Christmas.
Okay, after Halloween comes Christmas.
After Halloween comes Thanksgiving, but we won't get into that argument again.
But Thanksgiving is the day when we shop, and then after that is Black Friday. So like from Wednesday to Sunday, and that whole week, not even coherent.
Just remember something I learned in college: sleep is for the weak and the privileged, and you are neither weak nor privileged that weekend. So get ready.
I'm just not coherent, so we're good.
We're going to get into that in the next video. We're going to do a really in-depth talk about Thanksgiving and Black Friday and things like that. Anyway, so being it's today's November 1st, this is our...
Christmas! It's Christmas!
We're going to start off with some things to really kind of get you ready for the holidays because they are going to come up really quickly. We're about, I think, 3.5 weeks from Thanksgiving right now, not even. Maybe 3 weeks.
Okay, but like, seriously, I was in Walgreens in August, and they had Christmas out. I'm just saying they had Christmas out.
I'm serious, they're starting in April now. It's crazy. Eventually, it's just going to be like Gretchen Wilson, leave your lights up all year long because it's going to be Christmas 24/7. Don't even go there, we're not doing it.
We did do it. We have done it. I think we've done it.
I don't think we've done it.
We need to do it.
We've done one year where we forgot to take our tree down until April, but that's a whole different story. And that was a long time ago.
I had a year where I had a tree that was actually Jimmy rigged to the wall. That's another story, too.
Yeah, she also had bucket seats as furniture. But we won't go there. Anyway, so we're going to get you kind of geared up for the holidays because they are coming around the corner and you want to look your best. One thing I actually learned recently from a friend of mine, interestingly, is she works out a lot. We don't work out.
I'm allergic.
We diet.
I'm allergic.
My exercise is maybe walking around the house, up and down the stairs to the basement for laundry, and that's about it. So, her thing, though, was, and this is a smart thing, is if you want a good summer body, you have to take care of yourself in winter, which I never do. So, I'm going to try that this year. So, that gets me to explaining the skincare thing, because you want your skin to look really nice for the holidays, don't you?
Well, yeah, I definitely do, but I think that our viewers will agree that you should always have your skin looking good, not just for the holidays.
No, of course, but
we can get it to that point by the holidays.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Okay, so if you remember in our previous video, I mentioned about the Zit Zapper, which, again, amazing. But what if I told you that I have something that could make it there to the fact that you may not need it, or you may not need it as often as you normally would? I can help you totally diminish those breakouts and help them with a really inexpensive, simple product, okay? And I have, they're both by Dermasil. This is the night and the day cream. I use both. She uses the day cream.
Right.
And then I also have another thing that I use sometimes, and it's a vitamin E with collagen moisturizer that I use sometimes at night just to kind of mix it up. Now, I have extremely sensitive skin. When I hit my early 20s, I don't know what happened. Like a metabolic molecular change within my skin happened, and I became extremely sensitive to everything. Couldn't use certain cleansers, couldn't use certain moisturizers, toners, all of it didn't work. So I started using, for my face, I use the makeup removing wipes. And if I want a really deep clean, I have one of those. They look like a Clairsonic, but I got it at like Big Lots for maybe $10, and it works great. That gets me my nice deep clean when I want it. And it's amazing. I love it. You don't have to spend $100 on a Clairsonic because it has the spin brush. It's kind of like you don't have to spend $200 on a Sonicare when you can buy the Oral-B for like $10.
Right.
Okay? Does the same thing, just cheaper.
Right.
By like 90%. Anyway, So then I use witch hazel, which is great, totally natural. I use
You use witch hazel for your astringent.
For my astringent, right. After I cleanse, I use witch hazel, which is it's totally natural. I think the Walgreens brand, and I think it was $4 for a really big bottle.
Which, by the way, I don't know if you know this. If you look at a lot of these different brand name, any kind of blemish, zapper type of thing, you'll see witch hazel is usually, not always, but usually one of the ingredients.
Right.
There's a reason.
Exactly.
Just saying.
So, you have a day moisturizer and a night moisturizer. So let me start with your day moisturizer. This is oil-free. Have to use oil-free, especially if your skin is sensitive. Because what happens when you have oil in your moisturizer? It clogs your pores. Then what happens? Those become blackheads. They become milia. They can become whiteheads. They can become zits, acne.
Which I've had zits so large that they either needed a zip code or I started naming them.
I've done that too. I've had two recently that I started naming because I wasn't taking as good of care of my skin because I got busy and I just started to not care because I have my moments. But that's another story. So, big thing with this is not only that it's oil-free, but you'll see right here, it's retinol. It has retinol. Now, what's retinol? Everyone's like, okay, I've heard of it. Sounds great. What is it? Retinol is vitamin A. Vitamin A, in fact, you'll see on the back, if I can find it, it's here. Retinol palmitate. Vitamin A. Vitamin A, right there. It is vitamin A. It is great for your skin. The three things that you really want, obviously for your skin, is you want vitamin D, which actually, there's a fallacy. There's a myth that you get vitamin D from the sun. That is not true. What it is you have vitamin D on your skin. It lives in your skin. When you go outside and you're in the sun, that vitamin D becomes active. It is activated by the sun. So when anyone says to you, you can get vitamin D from the sun, wrong. It's activated by the sun. So that's one thing that you definitely want, especially in spring and summer when it gets warmer. Obviously, you want to use sunscreen because we do not promote melanoma. No. In fact, we frown upon it. Yes. You want vitamin D. Vitamin E is excellent for your skin, and vitamin A. Now, retinol, specifically, vitamin A, will reduce redness. It'll reduce blemishes. It helps with acne. And here's another really great tip for pimples that most people don't know. When you're in the shower or after you wash your face, cold water. Why cold water? Cold water because it will close those pores. When you're in a warm shower, those pores are opening up. And if you don't kind of go into a really cool setting quickly, those pores remain open. And what happens? The steam, all that dirt, all the grime can come back in, and that's how you're actually giving yourself pimples.
Oh, and then you get to name them. Just saying.
Don't do that. A little bit of cool water goes a long way. So that just seals off those pimples. This is going to help maintain that really nice skin, keep the redness away and everything. I'll tell you, right here, I had a red patch forever. I have no idea how I got it. Do you remember that?
I do.
And it was really rough.
Yeah, it was bad.
It was really rough. I have no idea. I kept going to oh my God, I think I need to go to a dermatologist. No, I needed retinol.
And I need cold water because I have Oliver. See?
Oh yeah, I like Oliver. He's been there for a couple days, I've noticed.
I know. I'm going to start charging rent.
I understand.
Okay, good.
So, this is really great. Stick to this. Stick to your cool water. You want vitamin E in addition, like I said, and you're going to have really great skin. Now, going on to my evening. Now, one thing I forgot to tell you guys is I get these at this really expensive store called the Dollar Tree. These are $1 each. I have looked for them online on the Dollar Tree website. I have yet to find them. But that doesn't mean I won't search other places online. I'm working on it. I will find them somewhere else just as cheap so I can buy them in bulk because if I go to my store and they don't have them and I'm out, I'm going to be really upset.
Well, also, before we get started on the night, because I use the day, I have to say I have had deep forehead lines most of my life. It wasn't like something with aging. I've had them. They're an expression line, and they're deep. I like to wear my hair back a lot of times up like this. So I started using this because I was like, well, let's see how it works. I've tried everything. Believe me, and expensive things. This actually has diminished those lines. And I was really kind of skeptical, I gotta say, in the beginning. I was like, all right, let's see how this goes. It went very well. And I haven't even used a whole tube yet, and it's gone really well. I think I've been doing it for about 3 weeks. Not even 30 days, about 3 weeks. I've been doing this because I just recently bought it.
No, you started before I left for California. It's been about a month now.
Oh wow, time flies when you're having fun. It's almost Christmas, just saying. But I will tell you, it has really helped. It really has. So I'm a big, I'm pro Dermasil retinol. In fact, I started sharing it with a lot of my friends. That's why we're talking about it today. I really suggest you try it. For $1, what do you have to lose? Seriously.
And there are other brands that you can try that have retinol. That's not a problem. Totally up to you.
Right.
I personally really like $1. I would like free.
Yeah, she would. Oh my God, she would.
But
also, so let's just say 30 days. Divide $1. Okay, divide 30 days. Okay, by $1. Okay, I think it's worth the investment.
No, I think you had it right the first time. $1 by
30 days. Well, it doesn't matter
what I'm
saying.
0.03 or
It's like
0.003 cents?
Yeah.
It's not even a penny a day?
Right.
Okay. Well, maybe it's 3
It's
pennies.
3
cents. I'm really good at math.
Yeah.
3 cents a day.
Yeah,
it's totally
seriously,
worth it.
It's really worth it. And if you don't like it, then, it's not working for you. But like we said, we're always going to give you suggestions of what we found that we think works,
This is excellent. And definitely you have to give it more than a couple of times try, because you don't know until you let it really work. Doctors will tell you the same thing with medications, everything. You have to actually give it a chance. Now, the other thing that's really important is at the end of the day, you need to take your makeup off. I have a habit of forgetting. I know you do. Sometimes.
I forget sometimes. I'm pretty good about a nighttime regimen, though. I really am.
It's really important you do that, because what happens when you leave makeup? Clogged pores. Okay?
And then you got Oliver.
Right. So, now, when you get into your night, this is when this comes into play. Now, this does not have retinol, but it is also oil-free, and I really like it. It gives me a nice, warm, moist skin at night that I enjoy. Like I said, I kind of go off between this and my vitamin E, depending. Now, my vitamin E, which I don't have out here, it comes in a jar. It is just like the Clinique moisturizer that I used to get when I was in my early teens, and I paid a fraction. I think I paid like $7 at Sam's Club.
You did, but the jar is huge.
It's a jar huge, and it says
Absolutely.
like collagen and vitamin E moisturizer, huge, totally worth it. So I switch off between the two. Both are good, hypoallergenic, sensitivities, oil-free, great for my skin. And again, I have that really sensitive skin, so I have to be careful what I put on. And I don't have an issue. I have yet to have an issue. Thank God, knock wood, closest thing I have to it, I swear.
Oh yeah, she's right.
So these are my two big things that I highly, highly, highly recommend. Going to your local Dollar Tree and finding them. If you cannot find them, get in touch with us. Let me see if I can find it online for you.
Oh,
I mean,
absolutely.
like I said, I'm working on trying to find them in bulk, because you never know when these things end up going out of stock, and then you're like, oh my God, I have to find a new thing. So keep in touch with me. If you have questions or anything about this, or want to know more about retinol, let me know. And just lastly, about the retinol, is Dr. Sandra Lee, who has been featured on The Doctors, and she also has her own YouTube channel, swears by retinol. In fact, she has most of her patients. She's a dermatologist. She has her patients using prescription strength retinol.
Awesome.
So, like I said, this is going to be your saving grace. It's going to get you through, and you may never have to go to a dermatologist unless, God forbid, something big develops, and this could actually really save your skin. So definitely keep in mind and take a look and keep an eye out for this stuff. I think we usually get it in like in the skincare aisle with like the body washes and all that fun stuff.
Yeah, by the cosmetics, it's not far. So, yeah.
So that's your big thing. Look for these at the dollar store. Now, moving on to keeping with the dollar store theme here, we have something that we're going to be repurposing that literally we picked up at the dollar store just maybe a week ago.
Right. Now, this is, and I've done one before that's over there.
That's okay. You can show them. We'll just show them the final product. Just show them.
Okay.
We're going to do it here.
This one is just a plain, you can use it as a prayer candle. They have candle plain white on the label, okay? Whether you want to use it as a prayer candle. A lot of prayer candles come like this, and they have, Jesus on them, and they have, like, a lot of things in Spanish. And a lot of our Hispanic subscribers probably have those in their home. You can use it that way. You can do anything you want with it. But it's white. It's plain. And it could be so much more exciting to look at. You could do something really fun with this. Now, not only is this already filled with a candle, but after you burn the candle, there are so many other possibilities you can do too. So what I do is, and I've been to the Dollar Tree, this is a Dollar Tree thing, and I went to the crafting aisle, and they have these amazingly fun little embellishments. They're just little rhinestone stickers. And what I do is and they have letters and things like that. So I take one of these out of the package, of course, and you just start playing around with them. Last year, I had a party for Christmas, because it's my favorite holiday, and I have all these people coming to my house, and lo and behold, I have all of these fire starters everywhere, and I need to be able to put them into something that's decorative, nice, and I'm like, what am I going to do with these? What am I going to do with these? They're just lying around. So what I did was, I took an old candle jar and just threw on these really pretty embellishments, kind of like this. Just kind of throw it on there. Like this. And all of a sudden, you're taking something that's very plain and very simple, and you're just really, really making it look more and more spectacular as it goes on. And you can add that, and then I have these where it's a swirl, and I just go around and kind of abstractly put them on. All of a sudden, now you've made a statement. You've got this candle, and you're making a statement. It looks fantastic. And you're just going to stick it on. And I just, like I said, abstractly put them all over the place. What a great look, right? And I also found these. So if you want to line the top with a different color, they had red, they had blue, they had pink. Anything that really works to your liking. You have to know what your decor is. And again, these are $1. They make a great statement. Now, if you're going to burn the candle out and you're going to embellish these jars before, or this candle before you got to the point where you've got to get the candle out, what you're going to want to do is kind of protect them. What I would do is protect them when you get the candle out and wash them by putting packing tape over them, and then very lightly, not all the way down, just to protect, or maybe some press and seal would be good. And then when you're done washing, you just kind of tear that up. And so there's the beginning of what I was going to do. And we'll just kind of throw, let's just say, another flower.
And let's say, see this one we have, it's empty, right?
Right.
And let's say you want to give a gift to, like a friend of yours. You have a friend, and Hanukkah's coming up too. Hello, people. Hanukkah, I think, if I'm not mistaken, starts on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day, which is kind of awesome this year. I kind of like how they coincide. It's going to be a really exciting Christmas Eve at our house, because we kind of celebrate both. That's why we're cashews. Hello. Anyway, so let's say you want to give your friend something that's, a little bit more personal, so you can make it, and that way you're not spending a whole lot of money. So it has two different really exciting portions to it. You made it yourself, number one, and number two is you didn't spend a whole lot. So imagine you putting gelt in here with a couple of dreidels.
Okay, gelt is money.
Money, but this would be like the chocolate money.
Right, chocolate
gold.
coins.
Chocolate coins. So it's called gelt. Putting gelt in with a couple of dreidels and maybe some blue like lights that are like battery operated or something that you can also get at the dollar store.
You can do anything like that.
You could do anything like that. And then you have the lid. And what you can do is hot glue a little ribbon around here, around the side of the lid. You've got a nice little ribbon with a bow. And then you take some of these letters and you write, you know, Happy Hanukkah. Or you can write their name. Let's say, for example, Ruby. You're going to write Ruby's name right across the center. And then you can take, or what you can also do is, where are the blue ones? Hello, blue. A few of them around the lid. Put them on the top of the lid. Put them around here. How great would that be for a really nice little Hanukkah gift?
It would be wonderful.
Especially for kids. You have friends that have children, let's say, or you have friends that have grandchildren or nieces and nephews, and they're little. Do you know how much fun it is to play dreidel when you're little, especially when you have the chocolate coins?
Oh my gosh, it's a blast.
So much fun. But then you're like, oh my gosh, I'm out of the coins. So then you give this, and they have those extra coins, and they can. It's like gambling for children, except you're playing for chocolate. You learn at a young age. It's fun.
It is fun.
But it's great. These are great little gifts too. Imagine for Christmas, you can fill it with some Christmas candy and maybe like a small card game, and you do it in red and maybe silver and gold.
Oh, that'd be a great idea. That'd be a fantastic idea.
Or, you know, you can fill these with absolutely anything. Now, this was a candle, so what you do is you, I think what my mom did was she either froze it.
Okay. Yeah, and I'm going to get into that in one of my future videos, but there is a way to get the candle out. It depends on the candle, and that's why I have to go over it. Because certain candles are soy-based, they're a little harder. Some you can freeze, some you have to melt, and that's going to be my next YouTube video, or our next show is going to have part of that in there, because there's a whole process to doing it.
Do you know what you did with this one specifically?
This one was a soy candle, so I believe it was a soy candle, and so it literally was very soft, and I melted it.
Okay, so this was melted. So you melt it out, problem solved. Sometimes they have a little thing at the bottom from the wick, and that can be a real pain to get out, I've noticed. There are a few I've had to get out myself for my mom here. But once that they're empty, you know what else you could do with this? This would be so cute. Okay, everyone likes a little thing. I love little knickknacks in my bathroom. Fill it with cotton balls.
Right.
Add a little, like, wooden dowel or something, or a little, like a finial that you can get at like Menards or at Home Depot or Lowe's, and then you embellish it, and it's really cute. You got something nice little thing for cotton balls,
Exactly.
and you have this lying around your house.
Exactly. Now, here's what I've done so far, and it's just about, you see, as I'm sitting here, I'm just pulling them off, sticking them on. It gives it a very different look. We went from plain to something like this. Do it all around. I'll probably add some more embellishments, but this is the project. I think that is a great project. You've got a great gift. I think I put in 1, 2, 3. So this is a $4 gift. This is a $4 gift. How can you go wrong? And I'll be honest with you, if somebody handed this to me, I'd be like, oh my gosh, it's so pretty. This is great. I would burn the candle down, take the candle out, and I've got a great bud vase. Now I've got a great bud vase. And this is phenomenal because you've given me a gift that I can even repurpose. So I've repurposed something and then given you a gift you can repurpose. So that's really what this is all about. It's saving money, and it looks fantastic. It really has a great, rich look to it. It's got that really kind of like 1960s French, Italian type of look to it. and $4 maybe. So that's on the can. And again, I got this at Dollar Tree, the Dollar Store, and I'm sure that you can get these in other dollar stores. It doesn't have to be Dollar Tree, so to speak. That's what we have in our area.
In fact, they just put one in California. I know this for a fact because I used to go to the 99-cent stores all the time.
Right.
And I found a Dollar Tree.
There you go.
In, I think it's Van Nuys, maybe on Balboa, south of, I think it was Devonshire. Anyway.
Okay, so that's the Valley. That's the San Fernando Valley.
Sorry.
In LA, and because we've lived in a lot of different places in our lives. But again, so this is the candle idea. And then you got the other idea from the candle jar, and like I said, the next video is really going to go into that much further.
And just to, one other idea is, I don't know about you, but I have god-awful handwriting. I hate my handwriting. She hates my handwriting.
I do. It's awful.
95% of my teachers in elementary school hated my handwriting. But what you can do is, you can get chalkboard paint, and we actually got some at Aldi. I don't know if you can get any more. Get a little bit of masking tape or painter's tape, do a little chalkboard there, and then that's why you have these, so that you don't have to look like an idiot trying to write their name.
True.
Or screwing it up, and you're like, oh my gosh, I have to throw this out, or now I have to paint it.
Also, your craft stores will have labels that are chalkboard labels
You can
that
get
you can get. You can get, and either you stick it on or get somebody like me, who has really nice handwriting, to do it for you.
That's true.
But there are a lot of different options. Again, we're going to go into more of the candle jars, repurposing different kinds of jars, repurposing different things in the house in the next video.
And one really important thing is, if you're concerned about something that's maybe a little bit larger coming off, let's say the chalkboard stickers, use a little bit of hot glue on that back after you peel it off. It's going to be on there.
Right.
You're going to be good. And that takes, 20 seconds, maybe 30 seconds to heat up and put on? Not a big deal. And then you've got that really nice look on the chalkboard. But, you want to try to make it even. I'm really bad at that. And then I have to put it far away, and then I have to fix it. It's crazy. So that's, our really big thing with repurposing. And, again, on our Dollar Tree, big splurge, it's my favorite store. Honestly, I could spend hours.
Oh, yeah, I could too. Okay, so really quickly, I want to move on to fashion. So today's fashion tip, and a lot of you I'm sure all of you are familiar with Walmart. Wait a second. Walmart.com is completely different than Walmart. Not that Walmart isn't a good store. It's a great store. I got a lot of cleaning supplies there. I have purchased clothes there. Am I getting anything where I'm getting a bang for my buck? No. Not at the physical store, but online you are talking a whole different ballgame.
Except I did get jeans there for $8 at the store, and I really do like them. Except
and that's
you have
perfect.
To size up maybe 2 or 3 sizes.
Right, and you're going to get their house brands,
right.
so to speak. You're going to get No Boundaries or whatever they
Faded
carry.
Glory.
Right, okay. However, on Walmart.com, you are talking about a whole nother world. So I'm going to give you an example. I'm going to kind of walk you through this very quickly. You go on Walmart.com. You go to, it'll say all departments type of thing. You click on, let's just say women's, and then you go to shoes. Here's a good example. So when you get to the women's shoes, you have a whole left side of your computer screen that is your key. It will ask you what size. If you want a certain size, you can click on it. If you're looking for a particular color, you can click on it. Then it'll go down and it'll say if there's a certain brand, you can click on it. But here's your key. You got to really pay attention and scroll down almost to the end of the page. And it'll say retailers. That's your key, because that's where you can get your designer shoes, and I mean designer shoes, for a fraction of the price that you would get them anywhere else. There is a system. So you click on the retailers. They have retailers like Shoe Buy. They have Apparel Save. I click on all of the retailers, including Walmart, because you never know. And I click on every single one. Is it a pain? Yes, because every time you click, the page refreshes. You got to scroll down. You got to go to the next one, click. It's worth it, and I'll tell you why. If you Google now Robert Clerigy, His shoes are sold at Barney's, New York. Now, there's apparently one in New York. We all know that. And there is one here in Chicago. We live in the Chicagoland area. They're highly expensive. The shoe that I bought...
Isn't there a Barney's on Rodeo?
There may be. I haven't been on Rodeo in a while, so I don't know.
Also, just so you know, when you're on Walmart there, you can actually put in multiple sizes.
Right.
If you're shopping for more than one person, like I do that for her, I'll put both of our sizes in just to see what else is out there.
Exactly.
In case, you're like, oh my gosh, my mom
Right.
would love those because I hate them type thing.
Absolutely.
Which happens sometimes.
So what I did was I clicked on, and I had all of the retailers, all of them. I just clicked on every single one of them because that's going to give me my biggest variety. And I saw Robert Clerigy shoes. Barney's, New York has Robert Clerigy. He is $850 for a pair of shoes. I bought Robert Clerigy shoes on Walmart.com because I went to a retailer and the retailer was Apparel Save, and I got these $850 shoes for about $40. Now, the next pair I got was a Amalfi, and Amalfi is about $150 to $300. Nice loafer, very nice, great style. I got these for $9.99.
And are these leather?
These are 100% leather.
Leather upper?
And insole is leather and padded.
This is really nice.
Great footbed. Okay.
So imagine, these are how much normally? 150 to 200?
They can go up to 300. It depends on his style. Like, everything is always gauged on the actual style itself.
Okay, so let's say these are just 150.
Right.
You're paying maybe not even 10%. The Robert Clerigy, you're paying 5%.
Right.
5% of the actual cost in the store.
Right. And now this was my big buy. Okay, so these are Eastland. They're by Timber. No, they're not. They're Eastland. I'm sorry. They are wonderful, very nice moccasins, real flexible, genuine suede, great footbed, really nice memory foam footbed. I paid brand new. These are all brand new shoes. Again, went to my retailers, $2.99. They're the most comfortable shoe. I throw them on to go to the grocery store. I throw them on to pick up my 10-year-old. I throw them on to take the dog outside. They are wonderful. They are my go-to. And they don't look like slippers. And I don't use them as slippers. I have Uggs. $2.99. Also, Uggs. If you want to get them new in box, you can. Now, you're not going to save that much money, but anything off of Uggs is a welcome minute. So, you can get Uggs off of Walmart.com. Now, that's different. What you're going to do is actually put into the search bar, once you're in shoes, put into the search bar Uggs. Just put in Uggs, and a lot of them will pop up. What is available that they have in their marketplace? I hope that that was very informational for you. We'll touch on shoes more. We'll touch on purses. I'm the queen of handbags. I am absolutely the queen of handbags.
I'm more of the shoe person than the handbag person, and she's a little bit of both. But also, the other thing I was going to say about the Uggs is 6pm.com has kind of like their short run, kind of special edition Uggs. They're a little bit more ostentatious than I like, but there are things that you might like, and you can get them pretty decent price. You can sometimes get them for as low as $70, which is
and we're gonna do another video on 6pm.com coming up. But these are all little options for you, and I hope that they helped. Please subscribe to our channel. Please subscribe to our blog. We find things out daily. I just got some tips. I got a call in this morning about some cleaning tips that I'm going to be bringing to you. I got the tips. I am going to try them here. It's everything that you have in your home already, and supposedly, and these were given to me by an actual cleaning lady, so I'm going to test them out and see. So those are going to be coming your way. Amber's doing a huge presentation, probably starting our next video and then forward on Black Friday. And we're going to touch on gel nail polish very soon. We've been doing a taste test type of thing, but actually a test market of gel nail polishes. So we want to bring that to you.
Ones that you can do at home and you're not breaking the bank going to the salon every other week.
And you don't need the UV light and all of that fun stuff. So that's stuff that's coming up. So please subscribe. go to our blog. We're the 2cashews.com.
Which is now live, so you
Right.
can go there at any time.
Just spell it out. It will take you to this YouTube presentation. Subscribe to both. And we hope to see you in the future. Please email us questions, tips, anything. Like I said, a cleaning lady called me this morning, gave me some tips. I'm going to use her name, and we're going to come up with something for incentives for you guys to give us those tips. Because the one thing that we all know as women, and even guys, you know, whatever we can do to help each other out, saving money or great ideas, hey, we wouldn't have things like Pinterest and we wouldn't have things like Facebook if it wasn't a successful way to interact. So let's do that. Have a great day and a great week, and we will see you very soon.
Yes, look forward probably in the next 48 hours to seeing the big Black Friday kickoff video, which is going to be one of our best. So we will see you soon. Have a great week.
And never pay retail.
Ever. It should be illegal.
It should.